Every human has the desire to be wanted by someone else. We need someone else to make us feel valuable. That's just how it is as humans. If we don't receive love and affection in our earliest years, we will unfortunately pass away because we need that comfort and assurance from somebody else. And Oshi no Ko is a great example of this because there's a lot of celebrity actor types in this show, and these people are more prone to the attention they receive and needing attention from others and how they react to it. And I think something happened in the most recent Oshi no Ko episodes that really displayed this and showed us the dark side of being a celebrity, of being one of these well-known actors on a TV show. But before we get into that, if you do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for similar content in the future. Let's get straight into it. Oshi no Ko episode 5. We are introduced to this Love Now reality dating show. All of these new characters, Yuki, Akane, Kengo, Memcho, Aqua, Nobuyuki. As a part of Aqua's quest for vengeance, he needs to do a favor for this director, so we meet all of these new characters. And we get a sneak peek in how reality dating shows actually are. Just on a side note here, one great thing about Oshi no Ko is how they take realistic things like a dating show and they actually show you what goes in behind this. Some of the things that they say in this series are actually true, but we meet these new characters. And one of these main characters, the theme, the central character for this video is Akane. Akane is what every young person desires to be. This attractive, popular, young actor who seems to have a great future ahead of her. But for a TV show like Love Now, it's mainly centered around the relationships between the cast members, and there has to be some reality in here. I mean, you can act, sure, but what the audience members are really looking for is some real raw emotion, a real relationship between the cast. For Akane, this is difficult because in reality, she's not this exorbitant, loud, cheery woman. She is a shy, reserved woman who is quiet, and this doesn't work well for TV screens. People want to see an exciting character. They don't want to see these boring people. So Akane seeks out a way to draw attention to herself in any way possible. I mean, she is taking tips from the directors, the producers, in order to try and improve her presence on this show, because as we saw with the scene when she was going to meet her manager, she has something to live up to here. Her manager is being grilled out by this guy, and in order for her to show that she's valuable, she needs to make a presence on this show. So she's looking for any way she can possibly do this, and she finally finds her way. One of the producers tells her, be the bad girl. Yuki has taken the center stage out of all the women on the show as this exciting girl who has this relationship with Nobuyuki, and in order for Akane to draw attention for herself, she needs to try and develop relationships with these other males. But the problem is that Yuki's not stepping down. We see in a scene between Yuki and Akane that Yuki tells her, I know what you're trying to do. It's nothing personal between us, of course, because this is all business, but I am not going to let you take the spotlight. And this adds fuel to the flame. This, in combination with the fact that her career is in jeopardy because of her manager being grilled out, causes Akane to go into this fight or flight mindset to where she needs to cause something to happen. Then Akane has this outburst at Yuki because she keeps stealing her chances for her to gain attention on the show. Then in a fit of an emotional outburst, she accidentally cuts Yuki. And right when she does it, she's very sympathetic, resentful for what she did. She has this crying outburst. I mean, she is genuinely sorry for what she did. In fact, Akane and Yuki actually immediately made up with each other after this happened, because the reality is they are just playing their part in a show. They don't want any negativity between the two of them. Even if Akane had an outburst and injured Yuki when she had a photo shoot tomorrow, Yuki's not going to hold this against her. Things happen. But the problem is that this makes for good TV. We need to cut this and show it in order to garner as much attention as possible. These companies do not care about your personal well-being. They only care about the bottom line. They care if it's going to give them money, attention at the end of the day. So when the preview comes out for this, Akane starts getting absolutely grilled in every single direction. And this ties in with what I said at the beginning of the video. Every person wants to be wanted. They want attention. People will lie to you and say they don't want attention, but that's not the truth. The reality is, you can see this especially with teenagers, is that they want to be TikTok famous. They want to be famous on these social media platforms. And in Oshi no Ko episode 6, we are introduced to these negatives, especially with Akane. After what she did to Yuki, all of the fans have an absolute outburst at her. A lot of people who are fans, K-pop fans, fans of popular TV shows, musician fans, Kim Kardashian fans, these Instagram people, they are too attached to these people they don't know. I mean, just speaking from my personal experience, the amount of people who will talk about a celebrity, talk about somebody else when they have never even met them or never even sought out to understand them is insane to me. How can you speak about someone's character when you don't even know them on a personal level? Of course, we're all culprits of this. Even myself, I've done this especially. But to the extent that it's happening to Akane is different, because these people are sending death threats to Akane for what she did to Yuki in the preview. They start feeding into their jealousy. The reason why they're sending her death threats, the reason why they are insulting her, we see especially in the scene where Akane is in the school bathroom and two girls come in and they start gossiping about her, is not because Akane did something that was bad. It's because they are voicing out their jealousy and envy in a way that is okay and accepted by people. Now that Akane has done something bad, we can grill her for this and start talking about how terrible of a character she is, even if she might be a great person in real life. Another example of this especially is the UFC, combat sports. A lot of these people in the UFC are playing characters in order to make money. Because at the end of the day, the UFC is a business. They care about the bottom line. How much attention are you bringing to the sport? You can be a great athlete and go on these amazing unbeaten streaks, but if you're not entertaining, nobody's gonna watch you. And in order to be entertaining, people need to come up with these personalities. Keep in mind the fact these are performers. This is not their real personality. And you're sending them death threats. Death threats. Because of their performance in a reality dating show. How would you feel if everyone was watching your every move and sending you death threats and critiquing you for every little thing you did wrong? And this is one of the main negatives that come with being this well-known celebrity, is that you are criticized for everything you say. You could say something that's 100% right and virtuous, and there's gonna be people below saying, oh, this is a bad take, you're stupid, you're this, you're that. That's just how it works. And for someone like Akane, who doesn't have this natural thick skin or the experience of dealing with these traumatic emotional external attacks, she couldn't handle it to the point of wanting to kill herself. She tried to jump off a bridge in order to end all of the suffering she was getting from people she didn't even know, and thankfully Aqua was there to save her. Akane made crucial mistakes that you should never make when the mob comes after you. Never apologize. That's what they want you to do. Do you honestly think that these people who go to the extent of sending you death threats and telling you to quit and how they always knew you were a bad person are looking out for your best interests and are going to accept your apology? No, that's just another reason for them to absolutely prance on you. They are waiting for you to apologize so they can use that as fuel for their insults of, oh, this is just a fake apology, or she doesn't really mean it, and go in harder on you. That is their intention. But what happened in Oshi no Ko with Akane is something that is truly tragic and is perfectly displayed in anime. This is not something that a lot of people are familiar with, and I really like how it was displayed and shown on the screen in Oshi no Ko. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for similar content in the future. I will see you in the next video.